Hey everybody, welcome to the world's second best four-wheel driving channel, MCM TV2. If you haven't seen our main Delica off-road video yet or any of the other kind of fixing that car up, check out up there now. But today, Martin, it's time to see what the car is made out of.
Pretty much, it's time to go and break a dyno. I mean, that's really what you buy Delica for. It's to take it to a dyno. In our case, we're going down to Haltech. Scotty has offered to power run the Delica. Why? I don't know.
Just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun of it, to see what kind of power it makes. Also, it's a good way to check that the four-wheel drive system is working, to see if drive is going to all four wheels of the big, ugly, black van bus.
And if you haven't realised yet, Scotty, who works down at Haltech, is an absolute genius. And I reckon he's tuned thousands of cars. So sit back, relax, prepare your brain to be educated by one of the best people in the industry, the Scotty Hilsinger, and enjoy the incredible 1,000,000 kilowatts at the wheels Mitsubishi Delica.
It's one of the few cars we've ever had to climb up into. I like it. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, this is great.
This is massive. This is a low roof. You can actually get a high roof and then you get even more room.
I
Not bad,
love
no
it.
way.
You know what? The sliding side door for easy access for everyone, all your mates to just pile in.
6 mates in the back.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Well, let's see if it's got enough horsepower to propel those 6 mates.
That I'm not so sure about. Oh, I'd probably have to press the alarm. It's got a stupid alarm on it. There you go. It might start now. Maybe. So, the story with this,
All right, we're cool.
I've spent so much time in the shed fixing oil leaks, fixing broken old stuff, because it's about 25 years old. So it's at that stage where everything just doesn't work anymore. The screen is completely in Japanese and I don't know how to control it. The aircon does work though.
So what do we call it? What driveline is this thing based off?
This has the 3 litre. That's the same as what's in a Pajero, same as what's in a Magna.
Yeah,
Just a very basic old school
Inlet
V6.
manifold over the top with the 3 spark plug.
Yeah, terrible. And you've got to put, to change your plugs, like everything comes out and half of it's buried under the dash.
I remember those from
Yeah.
working in a petrol station mechanic when I was in high school, and I remember those Magnas would come in and everyone would look at each other and be like, nah.
This when I bought it, I had to sign a thing that said it had catastrophic oil leaks, which is why I got it cheap. I fixed all that and put some new tyres on it and some wheels and sort of really tidied it up. But now I'm really interested to see what power it makes, because I mean, who's ever dynoed a Delica? I don't know, but we're going to find out today. So 3 litre petrol in rear-wheel drive, but I think we can also switch to 4-wheel drive.
All right, what we'll do, we'll go rear-wheel drive first, we'll run it up and just do a bit of a health check, and then we'll flick it to 4-wheel drive. It'd be interesting to see the power difference, because everyone always talks about that. All right, well...
In an auto, because this I think is a 4-speed or 3-speed plus overdrive, you go, so if you got your foot on the brake, you go down, through reverse, neutral, drive, and then I think if you press that, it turns overdrive off. Is that what you want?
Awesome, that'd be it. So we're going to go first gear, second gear, third, and then if we turn that off, it'll go third into fourth as an electronic fourth overdrive.
Yes. Which locks the converter? Is that how that works?
Nah, so torque converter lockup isn't dependent on overdrive. It might be mapped as part of that.
Yeah.
But what's typically happening in that is that as you're cruising along, the torque converter is normally locked somewhere between about, say, 20 or 30% pedal and about 70% pedal.
Yes.
So once you've been cruising for a little bit, you'll feel
yes.
And that is the torque converter locking up.
Okay.
If you flatten it, you want the converter to unlock to do that torque multiplication, so you get more power again.
Okay.
But then as you're cruising, you want it to lock, and that'll take temperature out of the transmission, temperature out of the torque converter, and have better fuel economy as well.
I feel like automatic gearboxes are boxes full of magic. When you see them blown apart, you're like, what?
Once you see it, look at it, really look at how a torque converter works and understand that that fluid coupling is 2 turbines twisting with no mechanical joint, and it's just pushing oil from one side to the other side.
That's clever, eh? It's pretty cool.
And that makes the gear multiplication based on how those 2 turbines are.
I think I can count on one hand the number of automatic cars we've had on this dyno, by the way. So this will be also educational for me. We do have some flashing lights, but apparently flashing lights is just the sensors not knowing what's happening with the four-wheel drive system. But the four-wheel drive system is a mechanically shifted thing.
All right. Well,
so
we're
in rear-wheel drive now.
We're cruising in rear drive. You know what we might do? Humour me. We're going to come with this one to L for...
Straight down, towards you and down.
Oh, there we go. L for low. All right. First gear. Yep, agreed.
Pick it up.
Second gear, agreed. Third gear, agreed. Oh, did you see the converter then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it dropped the revs.
Yeah. So now I'm going to bring it up.
How hard's your foot?
50. Whoop. So now we're second. Our ABS lights and everything have just come on because we're on the dyno. All right. So what
The
we'll
speedo
do...
sometimes does funky things.
Oh yeah.
And I don't fully trust the auto, so you know, like as in, I don't think it works perfectly. I think it's like a TPS issue. So it might do weird stuff.
I don't know whether you can get that on film, but I'll show you what's going on here.
Yeah, I'll grab a shot of it here.
We'll go second gear, and if I can try and narrate this, second gear. All right.
There we go, yeah.
Third gear. Torque converter went from 3 to that little dip. That's the and then if I just pedal it a little bit, unlocked, locked.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool, man.
Right.
That's
What we'll
great,
do, just going to try and calibrate the tacho as well, just so I've kind of got a rough idea where we're at.
Yeah, I don't know if the speedo's accurate.
Speedo, I can tell you that I know that we're doing 78 kilometres an hour, and over here it tells me we're doing 85. So
it's out.
Let's go to 100. I know we're doing 100 and it says 110.
So it's reading high.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yep. So 10% too high.
Because of all the wheels and tyre
Yeah.
changes.
It's good to even to get on the dyno and know that.
So good.
Handy to know.
So good. No chance of a speeding ticket in this thing, though.
No. All right. First pull, we'll just give it a run, just try and figure out where things want to sit.
It could blow up.
All right. Ready, set, go.
A belt? That sounded like a belt.
Belt or it might have even been a tyre. Something funny happening when the tyre unloaded.
87 kilowatts, people. Just a world-beating 87 kilowatts. I'm just impressed it survived the dyno. Survived a dyno run.
The mixtures look good.
Oh, cool.
No, I'm not. Okay.
Not worried. I think that's a belt squeak, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was.
I
Okay,
think so.
cool.
When it really revs, it does that.
Same run. 1, 2, 3.
Aircon coming in now too.
Yeah, you can hear the aircon clutch.
We've been having aircon the whole time to be extra comfy.
Has the compressor been on the whole time though?
Probably turned off.
When did it turn off?
When you went wide open.
We're on it. We're on it. All right.
Cool, man.
I'm going to call that reliable.
That looks fine. Looks like it works.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We will
it's-
knock off some of these runs and just have a bit of a look at what's going on. We'll load that one. 88 kilowatts or 120 horsepower at the wheels.
Yeah.
For this era, that's about,
That's about right.
Yeah, pretty healthy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a big, heavy thing, so it doesn't actually feel very quick.
The mixtures look good. It's got 250 newton meters at the wheels. Feels good.
Cool.
So, no beef. I reckon, like, that feels right.
She works.
Show us how this thing works.
So all we do is...
Probably shift it into neutral, I'm guessing.
Yep, hang on, let me just get this happening.
You can smell a bit of...
Oh yeah, it'll be ejecting all sorts of fluids. So we've got 2 high, 4 high. 4 high is where we want to be, right?
Yep, 100%.
Bang, I'm pretty sure that's 4 high.
Okay, the
And-
front stopped flashing.
Yeah, that's good. That means that it's not diff lock though, because I'm pretty sure that means 4 high lock centre and 4 low lock centre, but we don't need to lock the centre necessarily, do we?
Doesn't matter. So we're just
Here we
going to
go.
slowly idle away now back in drive. And
All 4 wheels turning?
we're partying. How come it's not telling us that
Oh,
we're in
the-
full drive?
Because there's like a sensor underneath, but it's directly below where the rocker covers leak, so the sensors get totally destroyed.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so there's like a little solenoid and a couple of sensors, and apparently it only affects what you see there. It doesn't affect the operation.
Well, it's relatively easy to know if you're in full drive because all you have to do is put your car in a full drive dyno, put it into 4, then look out the front and see the front wheel spinning.
You can do that on the road, but the front wheels seem to spin all the time.
Yeah. This seems like a difficult process.
So now we'll be able to see
Well,
a different torque split.
back to back, we've been talking for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. No mucking around. All we've done is just put it in 4-wheel drive. We'll
Yep.
do exactly the same thing.
Okay.
All right, we'll cruise it on up.
Did you remember to take the chocks out from the front wheels?
You know what I did forget to do? So
Oh,
the
tell
dyno
the
is
dyno.
saying, mode, mode, mode. It's saying, what is going on?
Dyno's freaking out.
I'm going to come back to here. Everything in exactly the same setting. All I'm going to tell it, change it from rear wheel drive to all wheel drive.
Cool.
Boom.
Right.
Have to be a bit more careful in
With the
4-wheel
wheel.
drive because you've got same start speed. There we go. Unloading into it. Go. All right, so it has definitely lost.
Did the dyno freak out then?
The dyno freaked out because we didn't have enough forward momentum.
Oh,
So we need to slow the amount of meters per second that the dyno lets out.
Sure.
So because I'm doing that, immediately that tells me that distributing across the 4 wheels instead of 2 wheels, we now have
yes.
more losses in the gearbox.
Got it.
Which makes sense, really.
Yeah.
See if I can get a good reading.
I love it.
Nah, so that was third, and then as soon as we go into top, these wheels, the rotating mass of the wheels of everything happening,
Yeah.
it tells me we're probably under 50 kilowatts.
Wow. But if you lock your sedative now,
All right, let's give that a go.
all right, lock in the sedative.
Sorry, let
Oh,
me just
neutral?
knock it into neutral.
That should lock the sedative. It might not, but it should.
It's flashing, feels good.
I don't know what this does
All right, I'm gonna get rid of that one
or how
because,
effective it is anyway.
okay, here we go.
No, the lights are stopped flashing.
We are absolutely locked.
I don't know if you're supposed to do it so fast on a lock dip, but we'll see.
We're going straight, helps. Here we go.
What a nugget!
Just drops out.
It's
Just,
such a nugget,
just not
man.
happy. It's there,
Yeah.
but then, mate, the wheels and tyres on this thing, they are big and heavy, and that
They are.
really does sap a lot of juice.
Wow, a lot of juice.
Does it feel alright on the road or like
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah. The auto does weird stuff. If I
Yeah,
had to give you anything, I'd say, oh, the auto changes its stupid positions and. But no, overall, it gets you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I didn't expect it to be fast.
I'm going to say that if it's making 80 or 90 kilowatts in rear-wheel drive, when we're going to locked centre diff, 4-wheel drive, we're back at 50s, which I didn't expect, to be honest. It's probably more loss than I would have expected.
Yes.
In saying that, this is a relatively early model mechanical real 4-wheel drive.
Yep. And honestly, when you're trying to like claw your way out of a bog hole with a locked centre diff in
Yeah.
low range, you don't care about your peak
all-
power, is it? Like it's more about just getting it at momentum,
Just
getting
the
out of there,
torque to get the thing out of there and rocking it and doing all of the doing the hard work.
doing the hard work. Cool. Well, it works. It works better than I thought.
Man, the engine is brilliant.
Seems okay.
That smell, I'm serious. That's funny that smells straight away like rocket cover leak.
It's actually burning the old oil. That's the
Ah.
old stuff. I've washed it. I've like, it's every time I get in it, as soon as it gets a bit of heat into it, it starts stinking like
and
smoke
you just
again.
get the
Badly.
yeah, like when you're in the car with your parents and like the car in front, the Magna in front, has just got that funny
Yes,
oily smell.
Exactly.
I like-
Well,
feels,
Scotty,
feels comfortable. Always a
Thanks,
pleasure.
man.
Thanks for letting us drive it, mate. I reckon we
Not
should
bad, eh?
pile in and go for lunch.
dude,
I like it.
we need to go to the beach in this thing.
Yeah.
We should take your car to the beach and this.
We could
That's a good
spin
idea.
that.